What just came out of Charlotte has everyone in disbelief. The Panthers were riding a wave of optimism after that gritty Week 9 showing, but now, the air in Bank of America Stadium feels heavier than ever. Fans who dared to dream of a turnaround are left questioning everything. Whispers from insiders are turning into shouts, and the heart of Carolina football is on the line. This isn't just another loss, it's a wake-up call that could redefine the franchise's future. If you're part of this crew, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and join the conversation. This community runs on real fans like you. Now the name at the center of this storm, Bryce Young. Yeah, the young gun they traded the farm for, the one supposed to be the savior. But according to one sharp-eyed NFL insider, he's not cutting it. Marcus Davenport over at Bleacher Report laid it out plain and painful. Bryce Young ain't the guy. And after that brutal Week 10 meltdown against the Saints, it's hard to argue. Picture this, the vibes in Carolina were sky-high heading into Week 9. Even with a tough outing from Young, blame the wind, the defense, whatever, you could brush it off. But Week 10, no excuses. The one-win Saints came into town and walked all over the Panthers like it was a practice squad scrimmage. Young. He managed just 124 passing yards, coughed up an interception, and looked lost under center. That's 3 straight games under 150 yards, folks. One measly 200-yard game all season. This isn't the bounce back we hoped for after that ankle tweak earlier. The offense has been sputtering, and Young's the spark that's fizzling out. Sure, they probably snuck that win over Green Bay despite him, but against New Orleans, that loss was on him. The good stretch earlier this year, starting to look like a fluke. The Panthers built this squad around a run-heavy attack with Rico Dowdle lighting it up like nobody's business. He's been the hottest back in the league, carrying the load. But you can't win Super Bowls handing off forever. You need a QB who can sling it when it counts, and right now, Young's not that dude. Insiders aren't mincing words. Davenport points out the uncomfortable truth echoing through Charlotte. With performances like these piling up, passing on Young's 5th-year option in 2026 isn't just an option, it's inevitable. Remember what Carolina gave up to draft him #1 overall. A haul of picks, players, the works. It was all in on the Alabama star. But each pick, each incompletion makes that decision easier. The front office has to be sweating. Fans are too. Is this the reality of year 3? A brief shine before the fade, or can he flip the script? For now, the evidence says he's who we see, a talented kid struggling to find his footing in the pros. But let's not bury him yet. Football's a grind, and the Panthers' run game gives them a fighting chance. Dowdle's explosions keep defenses honest, but Young's got to step up. The locker room's tense, the fan base on edge. Charlotte's bleeding black and blue, pounding through the pain. Keep pounding, Carolina, because if Young doesn't turn it around soon, this season's rough patch might just become the norm. Diving deeper, you see the pattern that's got everyone rattled. That ankle injury from earlier. We thought it was behind him, maybe even the culprit for his ups and downs. But nope, no doctors note tying his struggles to that tweak. Instead, it's looking like the earlier hot streak was the outlier. Week 10 sealed it. Saints defense, middling at best, treated Young like a rookie again. Pressure in his face, decisions rushed, throws fluttering. 124 yards, that's backyard ball, not NFL starter material. The bigger picture, Carolina's identity as a ground and pound team. Chuba Hubbard's been solid, but Dowdle, man's a revelation, turning short yards into house calls. He's masking the aerial woes, no doubt. In wins, the passing stats don't sting as much because the run game's humming. But losses like this one expose the cracks. Against New Orleans, Young couldn't buy a completion when it mattered. Interception on a drive that could flip the game, classic sign of a QB pressing too hard. Now the 5th-year option talk, it's the elephant in the room. Declining it after the draft capital sunk in, oof. That trade-up cost the Panthers their future, multiple first-rounders, key pieces gone. It was a bet on Young's poise, his arm, his leadership. But 3 years in, the returns are diminishing. Davenport's right, each dud performance chips away at the commitment. The FO's got decisions looming. Do they ride it out, coach him up, or start scouting the next big thing? Free agency, draft, the clock's ticking. Fans, I feel you. That high from week 6-8, the belief he was turning the corner, crushed now. Bank of America's roar turning to murmurs. But that's Panther pride for you, resilient, unyielding. Keep pounding through the frustration because this team's got heart. Young's young, literally. At 23, there's time. Maybe he channels that Alabama championship fire, silences the doubters, or maybe not, and Carolina pivots hard. Either way, this insider's take is a gut punch, forcing the conversation. Is Bryce the franchise face or a costly misstep? The stretch ahead will tell. Rams next, a chance to respond. But for now, the uncomfortable truth hangs heavy. He ain't the guy yet. Or ever. Buckle up, Carolina. The ride's bumpy, but we're in it together. Hit the comments. What's your take? Can Young bounce back, or is it time to move on? This community's got the pulse of Panther Nation.